Hey, what's going on, guys? I got a couple of packages here in the mail, and I wasn't really going to do a video on this until I actually opened up this one, and there was a little bit more in that one than I was really expecting, so I thought there's some pretty cool stuff in here. Might as well do a video on this and share this with you guys. So let's get into this. This first one here is actually a this was an exchange that I was doing with, before you guys heard me talk about how I wanted to get this base, the Gundam Base Limited MS Cage here, basically for the reason that it has the small figures in there, including the 100 scale little Marita Cruz figure in there, but it's just a really cool base as well. So I wanted to get one of these, and a couple people reached out to me, but I was able to arrange an exchange here with this guy William, who's over there. So thank you, William, for this box. So this was here. Can't wait to check this out. I've already kind of technically built it before, but I'm just going to use that for something a little bit later on. But the cool thing that is also in here is that you also send some extra stuff too. So let's take a look at that. There's some stuff here in the Gundam Base bag, but also in here we have the Kestrel. This is another like 144 scale full kit. This is another magazine packing kit, but as you can tell, it's very thin. So this is from Advance of Zeta. Kind of looks a little bit more like it's something from 00 based on the design of it. I've always thought that, but it is from Advance of Zeta. It's just like the Hazel that I did a video on not too long ago. So I am currently working on that magazine packing Hazel kit, but this is the same kind of thing where it's just very, very simple. But it's got a lot of really nice detail on that, so this will be a cool follow-up project to work on after I'm done with my magazine packing Hazel kit. So always love some Advance of Zeta stuff. Other things in here. This is a little Marita Cruz figure. It's kind of like SD style kind of figure. I forget what the name of this particular series is, but there's a bunch of these World Collectible figure. Anyway, there's a bunch of them for a bunch of different Gundams and characters from Gundam Unicorn here. So there's a whole bunch of those. I've seen this a bunch of times around in Japan, but never actually picked one up. But of course, I love Marita, so William has some good sense as to what the things that I like. I think Advance of Zeta, some Marita Cruz stuff, so that's really awesome there too as well. We got this thing, which I actually don't think I've ever seen one of these before. This is a weathering and light figure, so it's got like some weathering on there, and I guess it has a light gimmick in there as well. So there's a few different ones. I guess there's a Goof, Dozel Zaku, and a Dom there. So this is the Dom, and so I'm not actually sure. Yeah, I've never seen this. So this is a UFO prize grabber thing. So one of those things out of like a prize grabber machine kind of prizes, but pretty cool. I'll check that out as well. Whoops. And the last thing in here too, I wasn't exactly sure what these were until I popped one of them open. These are actually Mobile Suit Ensemble figures, but they look like, I know the Mobile Suit Ensemble stuff is usually like fully colored as far as I knew, but these ones are not. So I just opened up this one just to see what these were. And so this is the Gyaradoga, and this would be the black clear version. So it's a black clear version of Mobile Suit Ensemble Gyaradoga. So it takes a little bit of assembly to get that put together. So let me put that together here. I want to see what the other one here though is as well. This one, let's see. This one is also, oh, this is the backpack parts for that. It looks like, yeah. Okay, yeah. So it's a separate thing. So there's the backpack parts for making. Oh, it's the backpack parts set for. Yeah, it's making a whose version of that. So that custom version from Gundam Unicorn that has that really awesome backpack. It's the what's his name? There was a HGUC P Bandai kit of this that came out, if I remember correctly, not too long ago. But let me get this built up here with the backpack, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. Alright, so it took a few minutes to get them together, but there you go. It does have some pretty nice articulation in there, as you have some little bits that move. So that's going to be kind of the main difference between, I guess, the Mobile Suit Ensemble line and the Converge line, where the Converge line are just pretty fixed. The Mobile Suit Ensemble line is built to have some articulation. Now, this one, because it's kind of fully loaded up, doesn't really have a whole lot of workable articulation there, but the big backpack and the big gun on that do look pretty cool. The smoke clear, or the black clear version here of this is looking pretty cool as well. It kind of makes it look a little bit more just as like a just kind of like special item. If it was just like the regular color version, I'd be inclined to want to paint it. The problem with that is that it does have some like nasty nub marks on there just from like the production process for this. But as just like a kind of special like limited item though, it does look really cool. So I like this a lot. And it does actually have some options here. You have the original backpack if you would prefer to use that. That just came with like the regular mobile suit as well as the original rifle. So it has the original beam rifle, the regular grunt Gyaradoga, and it also has the regular or the ace type machine gun or the ace type beam rifle. Sorry, I can't talk. For the Gyaradoga there as well, that was included with the backpack. And also for the head, you have 3 options for the head: the regular grunt type, the ace type, and then the big top hat type. So that is that. So just want to say a big thank you to William for that extra stuff in the box. That was really, really cool. I was really excited to see that stuff. And yeah, it seems like you have a really good taste for the kind of stuff that I'm into. So thank you for that. Now the second box here, this is from SamuelDecal. It's probably been a while since I've opened up a box from SamuelDecal here with you guys, but this one has some pretty cool stuff in it. And the big thing I can see is right here on top. There's a couple of things in here, but this is the big one. And I have a feeling that the other small stuff he may have packed inside this box. Yeah, as there's nothing else in the box, but I know there's supposed to be some other stuff in the package, but it's kind of small stuff, so I'm guessing it's just inside this one here. But I don't know, this looks like it hasn't been opened. But let me just get this unwrapped from all the bubble wrap. So if you couldn't yet tell what this is the Dimension Studio Eastern Model 1/6 scale version here of the Ultraman version 7.3. So Bandai just recently announced that they're going to be making this as well, but it's a little bit different. Anyway, so this, I'll do a proper unboxing video and everything for this, is pretty cool. It has the big claws on there for the arms. The Bandai version has like cannons on the front of this. This is a Specium Crusher. I don't know if that's a typo or if that's actually what it's called. But anyway, so this looks really cool. It's a plastic model kit here of Ultraman. It was not too long ago that I painted up the Bandai version of the version 7. But where's the other stuff? Oh, here it is. Alright, so here's one of the other things I know is in here. And where's the other stuff? Oh, no, sorry, it's all in here. It was just all kind of packed together. So, yeah, like I said, the Ultraman kit, we'll come back to that. I'll do a regular old unboxing for that here for you guys soon enough. The other stuff in here, first of all, I got a bunch of these. These are these DWA like option parts. These are 3D printed little option parts here. So kind of like what you can get from Kotobukiya or Wave, the extra little option parts like that, vents and other just kind of different things to add for custom parts for your kits. So got a handful of those. These other ones here are from Stickler Studios, which I've got something else coming from Stickler Studio a little bit later, probably sometime next month. But in the meantime, this is very carefully packed because this is resin something here, very fine. And what these are actually are custom parts for the HG 1/44 scale wound wart kits. So here's the first thing, it's just a custom set of hands for this. So the Bandai kit does include these hands, basically the exact same hands, but these are just a little bit nicer detailed ones. As you can see there, those hands are really super sharp and nice. So that was just kind of like an extra thing. I didn't really care too much about having extra hands for it because honestly the Bandai hands that are included are kind of nice enough in my opinion. But this other thing here is what I was really wanting, and this is the new V-fin. This is like the kind of angel form V-fin there for the wound wart. So I want to pull out my HG wound wart here and we'll test it out. As far as I know, this should just plug right onto there. I don't need to do anything to it. It's already just kind of all cleaned up and everything. So let's try it out. Okay, so actually I'm trying it out and it seems like actually it's just meant to be just plugged on or just glued on right to the front of there. So it doesn't really kind of fit on there. But you can see it's meant to later just be glued onto the front of the head like that. There's nothing really to like actually plug it into, but you can see where it's supposed to fit just right onto the end of that little cone there on the front of the woundwort's face. So that'll just be glued onto there later on like that. So very cool, and the detail on this and just like the edges on this are super sharp, so I'm trying to hold it really super carefully. But this is available also in 1/100 scale as well for the 1/100 scale Cute Cube Woundwort kit if you wanted to get that one, which I may actually end up doing as well. I actually didn't know that at the time when I ordered this one. But so there you go. So that is it for this Gunpla Delivery video. It's a rare Gunpla Delivery video that actually has some Gunpla in it, so that should be a good change of pace for you guys. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.
Thanks for watching. See you next time.